Now, again, for scanning, as I was just doing before, very simple. The main thing I typically tend to do on this watch list, I typically will just sort from the most expensive stock to the cheapest on my watch list. I start at the top, and it's as simple as hitting your space bar or your down arrow, and it's going to take you down through your daily charts. Again, I have the 1 year. I have this the 1 year for the duration of time. And I want to make sure this is a daily chart. You'll see this D at the top. This means that this will show us the last year of trading, and the D means each candle is going to represent a day of trading. And that's what the main focus of our daily chart reading. We want to look at the daily chart. So it's going to show us the biggest picture of these names and how they're trading. Even McDonald's was Shake's trade of the week from last week. He spotted this bull flag that was forming here through 272. And 9-10 days later, it's still trading higher. It put a new all-time highs yesterday, trading a little lower today. And our trailing stop is 279 at the moment. So this is one of the names on your watch list. It's the same names that we trade and form these game plans and trade them on a daily basis. And this is, again, when it comes to scanning, this is something that you should make it, like we talked about habit stacking before. You want to try to do this every day. So with these 30 stocks, if it takes you more than 2 minutes to scan through these, that's really as much time as it should take. And you want to be able to spot those bull flag patterns. So they can see this little one in Microsoft. Shake spotted this one in McDonald's last week. It's broken out very nicely. And that's that goal here, is just to continue to build that muscle memory of trying to find these patterns. And Boeing, even though we're not the biggest fan of this name, but it is still setting up, and we can see this 220 area of resistance, and if it gets up there, maybe we can find a setup in it when it's ready. So that's, again, on the scanning side. You just want to make it very repetitive and just do it pretty much consistently. And as time goes on, even for my own daily routine, I go through basically from number 1 down to 9 every day. I go through the big picture, which are the major markets. I go through the Dow 30, NASDAQ 100, S&P, small cap names, other names on our watch list, and names that members have brought up. So I'm trying to scan through at least 1,000 charts a day, and that's my responsibility to find setups for us to trade. And on your end, we want you just to do 30 for now, and as you start to get familiar with scanning, it's much easier to kind of expand that into a few hundred names.